Hey guys, Ross Givens here again, and today I want to talk to you about volume profile. Now this is, again, if y'all have seen any of my videos, you know this is by far my favorite indicator. It's not a red line crosses a green line, follow the dot. It is a way to see the market structure. It is a way to see what's developing and identify very easily these high probability places that the market is likely to go. Now, this is the futures market, the E-mini S&P 500 futures. Day traded a little bit this morning, made about $520. I'll show you that in just a second. But it's very, very easy to do it. I want to show you how I do it and how you can use this not only on the big swing trades like I've been showing you, but also on a short-term day trading basis. Now, the software you're looking at is called Investor RT. It's by Linsoft. It's a little pricey. I mean, it's like $125 a month. You got to have data and all this stuff. But, it just kind of the cost of doing business depending on how much you're investing, how much you're making. Even if you're making $500,000 a day, what's a couple $100 a month? If you're trading $1,000, it's a bigger hit to you. So there's other things you can do, but it's just an easy way to show this to you. Now, what you're looking at, these are 15-minute candles, and each of these sections, each of these profiles here is one day. It's one trading session. So it's from 8:30 a.m. Central until 3 o'clock p.m. Central. Now, the futures do trade overnight. This is excluding that because it's such light volume. And I just want to zoom in. I'll zoom in really big on one of them so you can see what I'm talking about. So, for example, here was the profile today. You see we got a big high volume area down here at the bottom around 2906. We got a low volume area here about 2913. We got another high note here at 2915. A big gap of nothing, and then we kind of found acceptance up here. So this is what they call a double distribution day, where it kind of found acceptance down here in the morning. It took off middle of the day, and then found acceptance again here in the late afternoon, and we're about 10 minutes of the market closes, so we wouldn't expect anything else crazy to happen. But here's how you use this. You want to look at the last couple of days to identify spots the market has liked recently and is likely to go back to. All right, so this is, right now it's Monday, May the 11th. That's this section we're finishing up here. This is Friday the 8th. This is Thursday the 7th. And so we opened up this morning. We were down. We knew it was going to be down. The futures were down going into it. So we opened up right around here at 2,900, I think, on the dot. So let's see what key areas were there. Now, this is yesterday, okay, right here, the left side of this chart. Look at the low of the day yesterday. Right around the same price, right? Right around 28.97, 96. So, very likely we're going to go retest the low yesterday. This pink line is a point of control. So as soon as it fell down there, came right back to it where it had acceptance yesterday. This is the area that most trading took place, where buyers and sellers were in agreement. Anytime the market is looking for balance and looking for acceptance, if it's higher, it's going to go down to the nearest level. If it's lower, it's going to go up to that nearest level, and it's going to find safety. That's what happened. You know how choppy the first hour is? Look at this. Got right here the point of control. Just got it chopped around and held at it. And then, so what I did, I got long this thing at 2904, which was right down here at the bottom. So the market shot down. I tried a short. We were approaching the low. It quickly bounced off, so I only took like a 3-point little loss on it. Flipped back and got long. And here are my targets. Look at the profile from yesterday. Well, obviously their point of control is number one, right here at 2909.50. Is that right? 2908, excuse me, 2908. Next area I'll be looking at is this high volume area. The next one up here at 2914. And then here's the only thing that scared me. See how there's like no volume right in here at about the 29, we call it 2917 to 2919. There's just no volume, just blew through it. So those are called low volume areas, and they can act one of two ways. Either a stock or a commodity or an index will just blow through it, meaning very quickly move past that price, or it will reject it because there's no one down there buying or selling, and so it just pops off that number. So I like to take some profits as we get up there. So again, I bought a handful of these contracts, like 4 of them down here, just the micros, at 2904. And those were my targets. I was looking to get some out at right here, 2914. Peeled one off like 2908, 2914. And I took most of them off here at 2917 to be safe. When it blew through that, look at this high volume node right here. That's my final target of yesterday, which is at 29.22. And that's where I sold. Now, I should have left a runner to see what happens at the end of the day. If you have enough contracts, if you have 2-3 contracts, you don't want to do that. You're taking one of your legs off. But if you got 8 contracts, you can let one run and just see how high it goes. Obviously, it ran a little bit higher, but here we are at 29.26 and change, so it might close even lower than where I got out. But let me show you those exact same trades in my futures account. I think I can show this where it, and again, not a huge day. I think I showed you one the other day. We made like $3,000. So about, $500 a day. Not bad for a couple hours work. But this will show you, I think. Yeah, so there's the trades. All right. This is a 15-minute chart. So again, initially, right here's the open. Well, it's not the open. It's back here. Oh, I'm on the wrong chart. Sorry. I'm on the ES. I was trading the micro. I wonder why I wouldn't see anything. There's my trades. Okay, so here's what I did. Remember I told you right here at 2,900 at the open, I tried to go short this thing. It bounced. It quickly came back, so I covered, bought it back, 3-point loss. I was short at 28.97, covered at 2,900. No big deal. As soon as we got back up into here, back up into the meat, it was obvious that yesterday's low was going to hold. See that yellow line down there? The low is going to hold, and it was looking for an acceptance area, which is going to be 29.04-ish, and then 29.08. And so that's all I did there. And here's my account here. You can see these trades on a real-time basis. Let me go to a 15-minute chart so you maybe see it better. So this is what I was talking about right here in the morning. Tried to go short. It's 97, so it's approaching that low. It bounced right off, so I covered it at 2,900 at the open, so just $15. I flipped it long at 04. We got to 08. I brought my stop to break even because I knew we were likely to go to 29.14, 29.15. Well, that's exactly where I sold. 29.15 and a half, 29.17 sold. Remember I said it either rejects or it blows through? Look at that. Look at that candle. Blew through it right to my 29.22. Took my final 2 contracts, and I'm out. Did the same thing with the big S&P here around the close, just because it was the same idea. Right? If we go back to that chart, see, where are these entries? Oh, yeah, I bought 18 to 21. I mean, look at this. Look at this. You see this? Let's look at the yesterday's profile. To get this in frame for you guys. I apologize. I'm not very good at manipulating these charts. All right, so here's yesterday's profile. That's our Fridays anyway. So again, see that big low volume area? I told you it's either going to reject it or it's going to blow through. And if it blows through, it's definitely going to this high volume node right there, if you see that, at 29.22. So I thought, all right, well, there's 17. That's like, what's that figure there? 18 and a quarter, 18 and a half. Sorry, if it gets through there at 18 and a half, it's through. It's almost guaranteed to go to 22. So that's the trade I took. It was just a small scalp, but that's why I did the E-mini S&P instead of the micro mini S&P. And that's what it was. I bought 18 and a half, sold 21 and a quarter. Not a big move, okay? Not a big move. It's a little less than 3 points, but that's $125, and it took me 3 minutes to do that trade. That's why. When you look at my profit for the day, I made like $200 on the ES and then $300 on the micro ES for $519. So look, I'm not putting this out there to brag, guys. I'm not this brilliant trap. I'm just trying to show you how easy this is. And a lot of people go into the markets and trading and think, oh, I need to know all these indicators and have all these charts and look and read all this stuff, and I've got to know what the Fed's doing and when earnings are coming out. And you don't, though. Trading is like investing is not a test. All right, you don't have to answer every question. Someone says, where's Tesla going? I don't know. What's going to happen to bonds next week? No clue. What's going to happen today if the S&P goes through 29.18? Pretty good shot it's going to 22 and a half. So that's the trade I'm going to take. Just stick to the little things you know. That's all you got to do. And, volume profile is a great way to do that. I share my strategy with you. If you haven't done it, look at my YouTube channel. There's a video. It's called How I'm Making $3,000 a Day Day Trading. $3,000 a week, not day, following a stupidly simple strategy where I'm literally just bracketing the open, buy here, sell here, doubling up, using the micros, and I've had one losing day since April. And I'm averaging, I had a $1,000 day, a $2,000 day. I've had some days where I only make $150 or $300 or whatever, but it's averaging somewhere around $2,500, $3,000 a week, and it couldn't be simpler. I just want to share with you what I'm doing. It's what I try to do, show you what's working for me. Maybe it works for you. Maybe it doesn't. But that's all I can do is share what's working and hope I bring some value to you. If you got something out of this, like the video, leave a comment below. And if you ask me a question, I'll be sure to get back to you in the comments and answer any questions you have. Thanks, guys.